Denny, you're the skipper of the USA team. We got through the pandemic. It's still lingering, but this tournament was delayed. Now here we are in Sarasota. Some of the best teams and players in the world are here. The Big 12, if you will. Talk a little bit about this tournament and what you envision going in.
Well, it's a great opportunity for the 12 nations that are here that are going to compete for this trophy just to my right. I'm most excited about the opportunity for America to host this tournament. Obviously, it saves on travel, but not only that, what a great community we're in here. Southwest Florida has been a big part of my life from being raised in Major League Baseball with the Minnesota Twins just south. I've spent a lot of my time over here doing baseball, so it's a great opportunity for myself to get back and refresh some memories. But what do I expect? I expect 12 teams to really come and be competitive from what all the managers were saying. I was interested, nobody said they came to lose. So, I guess that's good, right? So I would just encourage people in the local areas to, if you really like baseball, come on out and check out the 18U age groups. It's going to be a lot of excitement.
I actually had an opportunity to come out briefly and watch you guys. I recorded a couple runs. You guys played Canada on Sunday in an exhibition. I was looking at Stone, a young man out of IMG, among others. And you guys really get after it. Just talk a little bit about the talent on your roster. Guys have a little bit of everything.
Well, I think the talent just in this tournament is incredible. Speaking on about our team, we've been blessed with really good baseball players. The way that it works for a lot of these kids is they go through their junior summer, and it's about showcasing themselves, showcasing their ability. So when we finally got them down to Fort Myers, it's transitioning into making sure that it's not about them. It's about the three letters that are going to be across their chest. And I know a lot of people say that, but we were really trying to, pound that into their heads, and having the opportunity to have former players like Tamar Johnson, like Michael Kennedy, come down here and talk to them about what it really means was incredible. Their attention when those young men are talking is impressive. We've got kids that have played for gold medals and won gold medals before. Aiden Miller, who's down here. Gavin Grahovic is another one. And so Colt Emerson as well. These kids are going to be able to look at their teammates and understand and teach them what it's going to take in order to win a gold medal. I don't know what that is. I hear a lot of people, but at the same point, my job, I've been blessed to be in this role to keep them focused, to guide them and just to make sure that they at the end of this, when it's all said and done, they've created some lifelong memories and another opportunity to be able to perform better in bigger situations.
To have USA across your chest, I see the flag on your arm, I see USA on your hat. Just looking at it is different. It's serious business, and I'm very proud just to interview you. But talk about the feeling you get to guide this team out there on the diamond to play at a high level.
I have seen the people that have taken this job before me, not just at the 18 level, but any opportunity that you have been blessed with to be a manager for USA Baseball. I've talked to a lot of the people that have held that job. I look at what's gone on this summer. Our U12s won gold. Our U15s won gold. We have an opportunity to go to win 3 gold medals this year for the United States of America. What does it mean to wear this uniform? It's different. Being a USA baseball player, you have to be built different. And I know what the flag represents. I know what these colors represent. I've had it pounded into my head by people who have done it before me. And when I hear people associated with USA baseball who have worn the uniform, it's incredibly emotional. And I know that when the general manager for the 18s asked me to manage this team this year, I said, absolutely no problem. And she said, go check your schedule. And I said, no, there's nothing else I'd rather do. And I told her I might not be able to complete the job. And she asked me what I meant by that. And I said, well, wearing the uniform, standing on a line, listening to our national anthem, I said it may be so emotional, I may just run out of the stadium. So make sure you have a backup plan. That's what it means to me and all these other kids that are going to be joining us in this tournament.
There's 12 different nations here represented. This trophy here is the World Championship. To earn that for Team USA on Florida soil, where you had spring training and where you played many games at the highest level, How special would that be? And if you could put that in words, what would it be like?
It would be historic. No U18 American team has ever won the tournament on home soil. So that is what we are shooting for. That is our goal. That is our mission for glory. And we know that we have an opportunity to make history, and not only history, but make moments and make memories that are going to last a lifetime.
In closing, this is a great opportunity for fans. They can come out and watch you guys, and super fans can get 3 games in one day. Talk a little bit about providing that to local people and to anybody who's here. I mean, everybody's welcome. Just talk about the special feeling you get being able to provide that.
Well, if you're a baseball fan, if baseball is in your blood, I highly recommend coming out and checking out all the 12 nations. There's some incredible players out here. I'm really looking forward to seeing the other nations. I know what we have in our uniform, but I'm really excited to watch all the other nations go out there and the talent of these players. There's going to be tons of scouts. When you look at really what this is, I can look back at last year and go back into the most recent MLB draft. The number 1 pick in Jackson Holliday played for USA Baseball last summer on this team. So did Drew Jones, the number 2 pick. So did the number 3 pick, Tamar Johnson, and so did Elijah Green, the number 5 pick. So it is rich with history. It is rich with talent, not just Team USA, but everybody that's here. And, I mean, if you're a baseball fan, you should come out and get your fair share, get your dose of it.
When I saw you guys the other day covering the game over at Pirate City, there were a lot of baseball brass and people who know the game who are looking at talent. I could just see them and feel them there. And you guys were locked in because you guys were playing. But just talk a little bit about everything around it and just the total experience. And this is huge for the baseball community.
Yeah, it's certainly huge. It's huge for not just the baseball community, but USA Baseball, for the United States of America, to defend your home soil. But it's great because these kids have an opportunity to play at a super high level. I know you can play tournaments throughout the summer. You can play your high school baseball season. One of the best teams, obviously, year in and year out, really close to here, IMG Academy. So they're always in very competitive games. This is an opportunity for these young men to play competitive baseball against very talented kids throughout, the world and really test their skills. And it's also, it brings out the scouts. It brings out the Major League Baseball organizations to be able to evaluate them maybe a little bit differently than maybe some of the leagues in high school that they play in.
Stone, how good is he when you look at his talent? I mean, everybody at this level can play. When you think about Stone, what are you seeing?
I see a coach's kid. John Russell was a manager in the Twins organization. So I know John from way back when. He has done a phenomenal job of being a father and a parent to Stone and his other kids. And when I see Stone Russell on the field, there's nothing that he cannot do. Anything that we've asked him to do, whether it's pick up the ball and be ready to pitch some innings, throw on some gear, grab a first baseman's glove, he is a true professional baseball player. And I think when you talk, the biggest things you can say is this kid's competitive or this kid's a gamer. Well, I also have to throw in there, that this kid, he's an absolute pleasure to be around. And so when we talk Stone Russell, he's an example that we as staff members can look at and say, why don't you do it like Stone? And the great thing is he's such a great leader, both verbally and when he's doing his thing. So he's a true leader. He's one of the guys that hopefully leads us to a really good tournament.
In closing, are there any final comments as we think about tomorrow? We'll be here before we know it, 9 days. Golden opportunity, literally. This is big, and this will be a special 9 or 10 days.
Yeah, it's going to be a special, and what I'm most excited about is having been around these kids, the opportunity, how they've gone about their process, and I know that from PDP in Cary, North Carolina, to making cuts from there and going down to trials down in Fort Myers. They've all kind of been going about their business. I saw a different look, a different feel when we boarded that bus down in Fort Myers to come north. So I'm really excited for them to be able to experience what they're going to experience here for the next 9 days.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. I'll see you on the diamond.
Sounds great, James. Thank you.
Thank you.